And I am here to talk to you today about something very important, but also very serious. So, the month of September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and throughout the month, we are going to be talking about different warning signs that you should look out for in yourself or others, different resources, and people who can support you or a friend in a time of need. So, be on the lookout for more information this month about this topic. And today I'm going to talk to you about some warning signs that you should be looking out for in either yourself or people you care about, including your friends at school. So, some of the warning signs that you should be aware of are if your friend or even yourself starts talking about or making plans for suicide, if you or a friend is expressing hopelessness about the future, so saying things like, oh, it doesn't really matter, I'm not going to be here. Those are things to look out for if you hear that from a friend. If, again, you or your friend are displaying severe or overwhelming emotional pain or distress, and when I say severe, overwhelming, I mean to the point where it's really interfering and negatively impacting school, relationships with friends and family, ability to participate in sports. So, really getting in the way of everyday things that you or your friends typically do. Any significant change in behavior, so something that's maybe outside of what's normal or typical for yourself or a friend, is something to be mindful of. So that could look like maybe isolating, spending less time with friends if that's something that they're typically doing on a regular basis. If they're sleeping more or sleeping less than they're used to, eating more or less than they're used to. And again, if they have anger or hostility that seems out of context or kind of a bigger reaction than what you're used to seeing from them, or maybe if they're getting really angry about things that they typically might not get angry about or that don't seem to that level of anger, those are all things that you should be concerned about. I do want to note that these warning signs, if you see them in yourself or a friend, does not necessarily mean that that person is experiencing thoughts of suicide. However, they are warning signs, and we do want to talk about them so that if you do see this in yourself or a friend, maybe talk to them, connect them to an adult, or yourself go and talk to an adult so they can help you navigate this situation and potentially get your friend or yourself the help and support that they might need. More ways to get support for yourself or someone else. I can't stress it enough, but get connected and talk to a trusted adult. It could be at school, it could be at home, it could be in your community, but any adult who you feel safe and comfortable talking to should be someone that you go to if you're concerned about yourself or someone else. So at school, it could look like myself, your grade level counselor, a teacher. Even if someone isn't a mental health professional, they can connect you to someone who is, who can work with you and your family to get you the help that you might need. So, again, I think first and foremost, talk to a trusted adult in your life and they will find ways to get support for you or whoever you're concerned about. I also want to point out that you can call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The number is 988, which is very easy to remember. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you don't have to be suicidal to call the crisis line. Even if you're just having a hard time and want to talk to someone and it's 2 in the morning, you can always call or text them. And I do want to stress that you are not alone in reaching out. As you can see in 2021, the Lifeline received 3.6 million calls, chats, and texts. So there are definitely a lot of people reaching out. And again, I just can't stress it enough to talk to someone, whether that's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline or a trusted adult, if you or someone else that you know are experiencing some of these warning signs or you're just concerned about them in general. Lastly, I do want to point out the Robbie's Hope website. Robbie's Hope is actually a nonprofit that is local. It is based out of Lakewood, Colorado. And they have a section on their website. You can see the address listed below for teens. So they have depression and anxiety resources, stress management resources, technology management resources, all kinds of things that are geared towards kids your age. So hopefully it can be more accessible and things that you guys enjoy and can really get some use out of. So be on the lookout for more conversations, awareness, and resources and supports throughout the month of September. And thanks.